You want to become a tree trimmer. Tree trimming is considered one of the most dangerous and high-risk jobs in America, with fatality rates being far higher than the national average. In fact, tree workers, tree care workers, tree trimmers experience a fatality rate of 15 times higher than workers in other industries. This elevated risk is primarily due to working at heights, working with chainsaws, working with heavy pieces of equipment, and of course, falling trees and falling branches. It's a very risky and sketchy occupation to get into. Now, additionally, tree workers are exposed to fallen trees, fallen branches, power line contact, and severe weather conditions. The fatality rate for tree care workers or tree trimmers is approximately 24.1 fatalities per 100,000 workers. Now that's significantly higher than the national average of 3.5 per 100,000 workers. It's a unique risk like working next to power lines or unpredictable nature of working with trees make it particularly risky. Now this is obviously why safety reasons and proper PPE like fall protection and using proper equipment is such a big thing now when it comes to tree care or tree trimming. If you know anything about my backstory at all, I originally started in the union as a power line tree trimming groundman. That's how I got my foot in the door and how I started working, started getting hours and essentially started my occupation within the IBW. And I knew I wanted to become a lineman, but this was really my step in the door to start learning, to start working and becoming a union member, and then ultimately getting related work experience for the lineman trade because lineman is what I wanted to do. So I did power line tree trimming clearing, power line tree trimming and tree trimming for approximately 2 years. I started as a groundman and then eventually I got into the tree trimming apprenticeship where I learned a whole lot more about the actual trade and using proper techniques while climbing and cutting trees and trimming branches and things like that. Because as you'll see further in this video, the tree trimming trade is no joke, especially if you don't have any proper education or training or taught by a professional on how to properly cut and trim trees and how to climb trees and these of these sorts. There's a lot of particular things in the tree trimming trade that can kill you or really hurt you pretty quickly. And you'll see here in this video, as I review some of these videos I come across on the internet about the dangers of this trade. With that being said, let's hop into these videos and I'm just gonna give my natural reaction and review of what I think went wrong or what they could have done to fix it better from my experience working in the tree trimming industry. Also, viewer discretion is advised on some of these videos. So if some stuff might make you kind of weak or eerie, then please just be mindful that some of these videos, there ain't no blood or anything like that, but there is some things that make you like squirm. I know some of these things make me cringe and I'm thinking, holy crap, what can go wrong here in this video? So viewer discretion is advised. Okay, here we go. Before I even get into this too much, I can already see this guy's on a ladder. Anytime you're on a ladder cutting a tree or cutting branches off a tree, that tree is going to shift no matter what. And it's never a good idea to try to limb a tree on a ladder. This guy has no fall protection on, so this is not going to end well. Oh no. Oh no. Let's replay that. Oh no. Oh, that caption perfectly names it. PSA, leave this type of work to professionals. Absolutely, I agree. Not sure what he was doing there. Honestly, if that was me, I probably would have it's not a very big tree. I probably would have just face cut it and just dropped it from below. I don't know what's below the tree, if there's something where he has to chunk it out. I'm not really sure, but I would not have done what he just did there. That was pretty stupid. stupid. So, sketchy. Just please don't do this. If you don't know what you're doing, just call a professional. Pay the $1,000 or whatever it is to get your tree removed professionally, so you don't have to deal with something like this. Okay. All right. Is he just gonna hang on to the chainsaw as it takes him up in the air? I'm not really sure what's going on here because it looks like the tree was already cut. Maybe it was leaned up against something else and he was trying to chunk it out or whatever. There was no undercut. Ultimately, the saw got pinched in the cut. And now the chainsaw is stuck 15 feet up in the air. Good job. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, good thing he had his chainsaw tethered. He had it tied off so he didn't lose it and drop it on the guy that's below him, directly below him. So what I see wrong here is that right here when he's cutting, obviously for after watching the whole video you can see, but the tree split when he got halfway through, and the reason why trees are unpredictable, I can't tell what kind of trees. It might be like some sort of weeping oak or something like that. But he didn't do any undercut. So you know how much weight is on that branch. Typically you want to do some sort of undercut underneath there. And then as you come out from the top, when it breaks, it ain't going to split like that. Just purely, obviously wasn't competent in exactly what he was doing here. Thought he could just cut straight through the top and just be completely fine, which I don't agree with. He's lucky that, he was tied in there. Barely, but yeah, he got pretty lucky there. I will say that.
Yeah.
All right, before I even get into this video, these guys, one doesn't have a shirt on, he's got sweats on, the other guy's got a white beater, shorts on. This tree is like 10 feet tall and like 6 feet or 6 inches through. They got a face cut on one side. He's pulling. These guys have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, let's watch this. Okay, he needs a he definitely needs to sharpen the chainsaw.
Oh no.
Looks like he's all right. Well, that rope did absolutely nothing. That guy didn't pull that rope at all. Just some backyard hillbillies trying to do some tree removal for their aunt or something. I'm not really sure on that one.
La muerte me anda buscando y no me la voy a esconder.
Well, he had all the proper tying and protection going on there. He should have knew that was going to happen as soon as he cuts that tree, how much weight is reduced and how that tree is just going to come back up. That was purely negligence. I mean, he was tied off, so he's fine, but he's probably a little shaken up, I'm sure. I know I would be for sure. Well, that's not really a fail or anything, but that is a pretty big log to try to put through a chipper. I will say when I did it, there are chippers out there that will split this thing all the way through. That thing looks like 1.5 feet, 2 foot through. It's a pretty big tree to try to put in a tree trimmer, but it looks like it's working. It's just going to take some time, and it's not too uncommon to see. Oh boy. Oh boy, what was that? He just straight up just cut. Bam. Oh no. Oh, you see that log chunk almost just clipped him right in the head. Ooh. Okay. This I already know. This is not going to end well. He's already, looks like he has a face cut on the, he's doing a back cut looks like right now. There's some lines up here I see. Looks like they're pulling it away, but towards the house, I'm not really sure. Well, that will happen. What they should have done there ultimately is they really should have chunked that tree out a lot more, starting at the top versus trying to take the whole top of the tree out like they were trying to do. Especially so close to the houses. Absolutely no. It's not a good idea. Let's watch that again. Ooh, ouch. That's damage. No bueno. Ooh, yelled headache a little bit too late. The guy was on the ground right by the chipper, no hard hat on or nothing, it looks like. Ooh, let's do that again. So he's just about to cut this. Right there, and this guy's down by the chipper. Bam. He's lucky. He got hit with the soft side of the tree branch, not the other side. When I first got in the trade, I doggone was in almost this guy's same exact position. I was trying to be the hustler on the ground, the groundman, blah, 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 blah. The guy was up in the bucket trimming trees, and he's cutting them and throwing them down in the hole. Well, stupid me, I walked right in the hole without saying, hey, in the hole or nothing. I should just let him throw branches down until he got done and was going to move to a different work position. But I was trying to be fast, trying to be hardworking. I ran right to the hole, and he said headache because he threw the branch, and as soon as he realized, crap, Austin's down there, he said headache, and what did I do? I looked up, and that thing drilled me right in the lip, right here, and I fell straight to the ground. I hit the ground. I was dizzy as all get out. Ended up getting up, walking to the road. Foreman came over, and I was gushing blood. I'd split my lip, flipping white. I think I ended up getting like 7 or 8 stitches. So he brought me to urgent care. They stitched me all up. I went back to work, finished out the day, and he said, as long as you feel good to come back to work, you can come back to work tomorrow, or continue to work. And so I felt fine. It was just a lip laceration, which sucks. But I definitely learned from that point on, when the tree trimmer was up working, I just stay out of the hole. You even see that in the lineman trade now, just staying out of the hole completely. All right, let's see here. He's got a face cut. Okay, it hasn't quite fallen, got caught up a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Buddy. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, that's one of those things where you don't really think about the tree falling and then hitting the other tree on the ground and doing that whole thing. Oh man, there's a lot to look out for. Oops. All right, before I even watch this video, I see the ropes going down by the house on the left side over there. And he's pulling it towards the house, which I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like it goes up and around. Looks like an old, fragile, rotten tree. Oops.
No?
Not even sure exactly what they were trying to accomplish there. What I would think is, looks like they have it up through the crotch of the tree right next to it. And then they were trying to pick it up and off and drop it lower to the ground. I'm not really sure. I have no comprehension of what was going on there. Oh boy. Oh boy. He was smooth with it though. Oh, let's watch that again. So he's cutting. Ooh. Not really much of a fail. Actually, he did a pretty good job. That's just that's somebody who's trying to help their uncle out get rid of a danger tree in their backyard. And he's like, hey, I can figure this out. He's like, I'll just tie myself up in the tree next to it, and then I'll just swing over and cut this, and then I'll swing back. I mean, he looks to be okay. It's just maybe there's a better way to do that. I'm not really sure, but he got the job done. Looks like safely enough. All right, before we even start here, he's getting on a ladder with a extension gas-powered stick saw. I don't see this going good at all. Like I said in the beginning of the video, ladders and tree trimming, cutting trees is never a good idea. The two combinations just don't typically work out from what I've seen in my life. Oh no. Yeah, viewer discretion is advised. Oh my goodness gracious. He might. We won't even rewatch that one. That one was bad. That one was bad. Oofta. Okay, well. What was going on there? Let's rewatch that one. Okay, so he's pounding in. Looks like he was putting some stakes on the other side to try to make it fall to the right. But it already started to fall to the left. And then he tried to push it, hold it up, and then realized this is a big oak tree that I can't hold up. So fortunately, he owes them a new roof. And sucks.
That doesn't seem like a good idea at all. No, that's gonna work down.
Yeah, you know what, lady? It doesn't seem like a good idea, and you're probably right. Looks like they already have some damage on the roof from a tree falling, so what more damage can they do? Oh no. Well, that was kind of expected, if I'm going to be honest. All right, here we go. Another ladder and another chainsaw. This can't end well. It's just not going to. Oh no! Slow motion? Oh no! Look at that chainsaw! Ooh! Was he unalived? I think he's probably fine.
Oh my. Look.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did he just unalive himself? Okay, that's what we call a barber chair right there. He got caught up in another tree, but you can see how it's split. That's called a barber chair. Those are dangerous. Those kill loggers all the time. Oh boy. All right.
Going straight.
Okay, here we go. Another ladder and another. This is a big tree in a neighborhood. This is not going to end well.
The opposite. That's the way it's going to go. It's my prediction. Is
This guy's shaking like a leaf. Holy cow.
It's just going to slide out like that
yeah.
and fall down.
Yeah, and if that happens, this kid's going to get hurt.
This kid's going to get hurt. Oh no.
Oh, like that.
Oh no. Wait.
You okay?
He's still on the ladder. So he was tied off. Somehow that ladder and everything was tied off. So he appears to be fine, but that was mighty dangerous. Woo wee. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. That was kind of like the other video I just watched a little bit ago where the tree fell and hit the other tree. He hit him right in the old Family Jewels. This was kind of similar. Let's give that a rewatch. Ooh. Good thing you let go of the chainsaw, because that chainsaw, if it wasn't locked, severed some parts off his body. Whew. So, you want to be a tree trimmer, you want to be an arborist, you want to do tree care work, please just get the proper training, education, learn more about what you're doing before you actually do it, As you can see in those fail videos, this occupation, this industry is very dangerous. It can cause a lot of damage to you or surrounding people or property. So it's a great trade. I love doing it. I enjoyed logging, cutting trees, doing tree trimming. Please just take the proper safety precautions and please know what you're doing before you just think you can do it, because pretty soon you just become a statistic and you end up on fail videos on Instagram. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was a little bit more of an entertainment, education, educatement. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. And with that being said, Blue Collar EDU, I'm here to expose, teach, educate you about blue collar career opportunities, how to get started, and just further educate you more on the dangers of some trades. Not trying to scare you, just trying to make you a little bit more aware. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one.